Hello, everybody. You are listening to The Purposes of the Pale. I am Graylink, one of the hosts of this podcast, and with me is the inflammatory YouTuber and terrorist, Curious.
I hate it when doujins try to do like social commentary. They're just like fucking with feet, like how I like it. And then suddenly they're like, oh, the wage gap. Oh, the wage gap. I'm like, no, I don't care, dude. Okay. Like, I'm trying to jack off. I'm not trying to consider that I am perpetuating fascist propaganda.
How's your week been, mate?
It's kind of been the same. So this is for the context. We missed a week of podcast recording because unlike some other big name podcasts like Trash Days, we don't like have backlog episodes at all. We're doing this on the fly, and every week I'm editing the episode that's gonna come out, and then we record the next one right after, which makes it kind of weird because all the things I want to talk about that happened this week is just a continuation of the things that happened last week. So it's kind of weird. I don't know if it's for you.
Well, yeah, not really, not for me, but yeah, go ahead. You can go.
Yeah. Last week it was particularly uneventful because you got your eyes bursted because I don't know what you did. You watched too much horror or something.
It's fucking.
Yeah. My condolences once again.
Yeah, thanks.
But for me, it's kind of the same. What did I talk about last time? Bullshit writing, creativity. Yeah, okay. So I started writing a story because I got inspired and depressed enough one day. So like, I'm gonna write something. And last time we talked, I had the basic idea down. Now I have like a title, basic outline, and the characters. And yeah, it's not gonna be long. It's gonna be like 30,000 words, maybe.
Damn.
That's just my ambition speaking right now. And yeah, I want to make the story as good as I can. But I've told you that I've observed that the story is oddly reminiscent. I don't even know how. Like, it's oddly reminiscent of that one show I used to trash a lot, but like it's way back in my early days. I was like, I'm gonna make a video on this really popular anime movie that nobody likes, but I like. No, wait. It's the other way around. Wait, no.
It's exactly the
okay,
other
what
way
is
it? I want to eat your pancreas, right?
Indeed.
Yeah. I remember you talking shit about the movie way back when we were both in that anime YouTube server.
Yeah, exactly. I was really trying to make a whole video out of it, which I have like many versions of that script ready. I just wasn't satisfied with it. I remember Leo was a fan of it, the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. My story is I don't know how to say it. It's kind of the same. Like, there's the character who dies in kind of the same way, and like the people bond in the same way. I was like, wait, but I didn't like this. Why do I write something like this similar?
Well, you just have to make it good. That's the only thing you have to do.
Yeah, exactly. Because my gripes with the movie, to just go over it briefly, was just that the bond the characters shared didn't feel very natural, and the forced romance at the end is just kind of to kind of describe what I'm trying to write here. It's about a guy who, through many reasons which will be discovered further onto the story, skips school, and then he meets a girl besides a river, and it's like the generic anime river with a bridge, sitting on the grass plains. One of my favorite imageries just ever. I don't know why, but I really like that imagery. And so he meets a girl who's also like kind of it's like a classmate that he kind of knows but not really, and they're just talking about why they ended up here and not going to school or doing any of the other things, and they eventually have a bond, but I'm trying to make it like platonic and like kind of interesting, and not just I want to fuck you because I'm gonna die, yeah, let's go, that kind of thing, which is basically what Pancreas went down.
Yeah.
So yeah, what have you been up to?
Well, my week. Okay, so I have a question for you.
Okay, I love questions.
Okay. So you love talking. That's what you love.
I do.
Just won't shut up. Okay.
White boy.
So if you had to so we've talked to each other for a while, right?
Uh-huh.
And celebrities exist. So if you had to say, I am like this celebrity, who would you pick?
What the fuck is this white girl ass question? Like, are you gonna take me to Starbucks next? What the fuck? How am I supposed to know? You're the guy who plays Mr. Robot. No, not Mr. Robot. Like the guy, main character in Mr. Robot. You're that guy. I forgot his name. It's like some Jewish name. I don't know.
What? It's not okay. Wow. It's
I thought it was Jewish. It sounded Jewish.
Who?
No?
Not. Mr. Robot, by the way, is a TV show, and the main character, his name is Elliot Alderson, which is a character, not a celebrity. And then the
No, I'm saying you're the guy who plays Elliot.
that's Rami
you're the guy.
Malek, which is not a Jewish name.
Okay, yeah. Never mind. I misremembered.
Okay, but okay, so Rami Malek, whatever. My point is that
Okay.
this week, a couple of days ago, basically, I had an interaction with someone who I considered a friend, who told me that I am apparently the Ricky Gervais of that school, and now and now and now I do not see any point in living anymore.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's not the worst. I think Ricky Gervais can be funny. Like sometimes. Like I've watched a few of his
that
stand-ups.
woman has a dick. That's his.
No, not that. Not that. Come on. Like, his other stuff. Before he got all like trans people are not good or something, that kind of stuff. Like he had a thing where he trashed people at the Golden Globes, where he knew he wasn't getting invited back as a host, so he kind of just shout out everybody, and like that was really fun. But yeah. I admit he has a few blemishes in his career. I just like
more
stand
than
up,
a few
so I don't know.
blemishes in his career. I know. I saw that video by Big Joel on comedy. I don't exactly remember.
Oh yeah, that's that was wild. I don't know why he did that.
So I asked him why he said that, and he told me that it's because I'm very abrasive, and I just say what I want to say, which.
If you're abrasive, I'm then like, what the fuck am I then? I'm like Ricky Gervais, but on steroids and on STDs.
I'm not exactly the civil in real life, I guess. I don't know, but I do not consider them a friend anymore, and I'm considering actually disappearing from India and like going to Serbia, because. Yeah, that's the end of my...
To hang out with your good buddy, Zizek. No, he's in Slovenia.
He's in Slovenia. To follow the paths of my good I don't know, role model, Dostoevsky.
Indeed. My good personal friend, Zizek. We had coffee yesterday. It was very nice.
Yes.
He talked about torture methods.
Of course.
And like... sexual torture methods.
What?
It was odd, but it was very, very, like where you crush your balls and that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. I was about to talk about that, but yeah. Yes.
What? Okay, elaborate.
Okay. I also made a video. Which
that's right. We totally forgot. Yeah, you made a video a few weeks ago by this point, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not around a week ago actually. That video.
By the point this is out, then it's gonna be 2 weeks. Never mind. Continue.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is true. So yeah, I did make a video on Signalis. It's out on my channel. I didn't really get that many views when it first dropped, but I am also seeing that it's always after the first 9 days that it actually starts to attain its true potential in like views.
Yeah,
for me it's always been like that. Yeah, it's really odd. But it's slowly picking up views and like engagement, I guess, which is great, I think. But doesn't matter, because my next video that I'm working on, I am working on a video on a game called Viscera Cleanup Detail. I think I did tell you about it.
Yes.
It's
maybe
about,
even on this podcast, maybe. I don't know. Maybe one of the first episodes.
Yeah, it's a game where you basically clean up bodies. Like not just bodies, like viscerally gory like crime scenes, basically. Not crime, but I guess sci-fi horror scenes. It's a little funny
realize our bodies will follow. Continue.
Yes. So yeah, it's a game. I'm going to be talking about Marx and 1984 and some Nazi shit. Not the Nazi shit, but like Holocaust shit. Fuck. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think I've had a lot of fun researching for that video. Talking about like researching. Did you watch the new H Bomber guy video?
Okay. It was just out, and I have not had the time to watch it because
Yeah,
I
you
was
should.
editing all
Yeah, you
day.
should probably watch it. It's about YouTube plagiarism. I think you've probably seen the title and the thumbnail.
Yeah.
It's another one of those Roblox oof videos where he starts off talking about some like little little things, little news bits, and then halfway through there's an obvious twist that the whole video is about this one guy. And this time, actually, this one guy is actually quite surprising because I've known the guy he's talking about, and actually
Personally,
I've watched.
You have had coffee with him.
Yes, I have actually. Yeah, he's actually my father's friend, who one day we
Wait,
went to
what?
the park.
You guys were in the same orgy too? What?
Fuck you. No.
Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. You continue,
Yes.
elaborate.
Yeah. So it's about this one guy called James Somerton. Have you heard of James Somerton? You probably have.
No,
I mean,
No, I
I've
haven't.
actually watched a couple of his videos before. Actually, watching this video, H Bomber Guy video, he's basically his whole shtick is that he makes queer analysis videos on media and like literally anything that's queer.
Oh, okay.
Which is great. Only the problem is that he's actually very rich and very famous because of his videos, which are not really his things. He's actually completely plagiarizing and copying and stealing from actual queer people who are actually creative and actually write about the stuff he's talking about. He's actually
On YouTube or like
on all around
academically?
actually on YouTube, as well as some articles and like some books. And like I'm not talking about, you should definitely watch this video, by the way. I'm not talking about just like I'm not talking about just using some quotes here and there. He actually just reads off this exact same thing, and then he makes it. He uploads the thing as a video on his channel, which he also like has a Patreon that's massively successful. And then there's this one bit in H-Bomb's video where someone who was actually a paying patron of this James Somerton found out that their work was actually plagiarized by him in one of his video.
God
and
damn.
it's actually incredibly upsetting to watch, actually. And also like this is very sad, honestly. And then there's another part where there's another channel that I've also known about for a while. It's called Alexander something. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the name. They used to be called Are They Gay? They also make queer analysis of media.
I think I've heard of it.
I probably have.
Queer media.
Yeah.
Are they trans? Were they trans?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I know that they're... okay, anyway. So in one of James Somerton's other video, what he does is basically take the entirety of Are They Gay's video and then use the same footage. And also keep in mind the footage he's using, the actual person, Alexander, he actually edited over. He's using the edited footage, like he's completely copy pasting it. Essentially, it's actually very surprising.
Going onto YouTube to mp4.com and just fucking copying that shit.
Do you know like how YouTube, when you click on a video and then on the URL you can just add a pp to the end of YouTube, and then it'll take you to a download site. Oh shit!
I didn't know that. What the fuck?
Yeah. Probably I shouldn't have said that on here.
It's a hoax. It's not real. It's not real. Great joking.
Yes, it's not real. It's an in-universe thing. We're actually doing an ARG right now. So yes.
Yeah. It's the YouTuber Alexander Avila.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one.
Yeah, I've seen their video about like being a trans kid. Yeah, they're trans.
Okay,
Yeah.
so their turns. But yeah,
Mm.
it's actually very
Wow.
baffling to see how like such
Man.
a big guy is easily able
Big
to
guy.
is easily able to rip off from all the actual genuine artists out there and actually actively hurt the community they say that they are promoting and helping.
Yeah, that's sad. The fascinating video though. I really have to watch
Yeah,
it.
but also
I have something
one
called
other thing
Alive,
is that
so I did not fucking watch it.
you should definitely watch it. Yeah, one other
Yeah.
thing is that H Bomber guy is gonna be making more videos, which is great because he's fucking great. He's insane. I love him so much. Yes.
He says it every time, and then takes 2 years to make anything. Like,
This
are
time,
you sure?
this time he actually said that he has another video that he was working on in the 10 months. So hopefully, and also he has a
Oh.
second channel that he rebranded from a live stream VOD channel, which is great. So more H Bomber guy
okay.
content.
I see. That's great. Yeah, he's great. I love his videos. All of the ones I've seen. Man, that's interesting. He always makes the most like interesting exposés. I don't know how anybody manages to do it. The amount of research going into it.
It's
And,
like one of
plagiarism
my
on YouTube. What?
Yeah, it's like one of my aspirations to get as passionate enough to spend like 10 months researching on this very fucking niche topics.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully
true.
I'll get there one day.
Speaking of that, that's also another thing I've been thinking about. Because I think a lot of our mutual inspirations are like Edge Bomber guy, Action Button. These people who make like really long videos, very very extensive videos, and that's to me. I think after a while I was just conditioned to thinking, okay, if I want to make a good video, I need to make it long, I need to make it good, I need to make it really in depth. And I mean that's obviously true. If I could make anything like Action Buttons, like Tokimeki Memorial Review, that would be, I'll be fucking, I'll die happy. But I was kind of thinking about how, my channel doesn't necessarily have to be like another Action Button because I'm looking at all my like video ideas, and all of them are like I read every Nishiosin book. I read I go really in depth into just one single thing, and I wonder if it's like beneficial because obviously I have not finished any of them. I'm slowly making progress in like a few, but it's definitely not fast enough, especially because I have other obligations. And okay, this is jumping to different places, but have you seen the Shapes video about the anime encyclopedia?
Oh yeah. The funny thing is I actually have it open on my tab, like the fucking web browser right now. I was about to watch it before we started recording. So yeah. I haven't, but I want to.
Yeah, that video was pretty good.
Yeah,
that video is good. I mean,
yeah, it's obviously
kinda,
it's Shapes, so
yeah, it perpetuates the same kind of like how to foster your love for anime. Like he's like in this for the long run, and all of his videos are kind of about how to keep being interested in this, which is cool. Like I think his perspective is very warranted. But he kind of says in this video how categorizing different like so many anime and writing some like opinion about them is gonna burn you out really quickly. Is gonna that's why this book is so bad faith and so dismissive of so many things, and they have like clear biases that they're not really categorizing. They're not really like saying this is my bias, so I'm gonna just do this thing to make a positive impact. This is my bias, but I'm gonna include all of these other things I'm not interested or care about. So to make this quote unquote extensive, and throughout that process, my work is kind of devalued as a whole because it's mostly just bad faith bullshit now. And this is one of the things he kind of says, and also he ties back into his Lupin video where he watches every Lupin anime and fucking hates himself after it because he realized, wait, they have a formula and they're supposed to be consumed over like 50 years. I watched it in like a month. What am I doing with my life? That kind of thing. So I am really afraid that this is gonna happen to me if I like read every Nishiosin book or do every one of those things. And yeah, I'm slowly trying to revision my idea of what a good video is to for my Drowning Curious channel, because yes, that channel started it all, but for me I have other outlets to create in anymore. I have a story I'm writing, I have the blog where I do more personal stuff, where I write more pretentiously fucking blah 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 blah, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking I'm happy to relegate Drowning Cures to be like a more fun channel than like maybe, I don't have to upload my 2 hour long personal essay about all aspects of my life while I fucking watch an anime on it. But I can upload a video about this manga I found interesting. I have a point to make and I just make it, and that's kind of it. We move on to the next one. So I have like a more lighthearted kind of thing, because I've always had this dilemma with my videos that, I should make it serious. I'm always goofing around. I'm always joking, but it's not necessarily that these two parts of myself are incongruable. Is that a word? These parts of myself are all me. Like I want to be shitposty. I want to be fun, but I also want to get introspective, and I can just try to assign it to different aspects so I don't get fucking confused of what to do on my channel. That was a long rant, but I think you get the point.
I mean, it's kind of ironic because I have the exact same thing, but the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be more funny and like more personality thing, but I can't because I don't know. It is interesting.
Hey, you have a podcast to like show your personality. I'm sure like the video essays that you can't really tell like all of their personality through their video essays, and it's usually from podcasts, like thinking about like Eye Patchwolf, his streams and his podcasts are where you get to see like how he actually talks and shit. So I think it's fine. So subscribe if you want to see Gray uncovered. I'll expose all of his secrets in the next episode.
The only problem is I don't have a personality because I'm not actually a person. I'm actually the figment of Curious's imagination. Because he doesn't have any friends, you see.
What? Quirk. What about my personal friend Haruki Murakami that I had coffee with 2 days before I had coffee with my other personal friend Slavoj Žižek? What did
you see, they were actually all me. Of course, me being you. Actually, you are actually inside a mental asylum right now. You're talking to nobody.
The voices are coming back. The voices.
Okay, so...
okay, what the fuck are we talking about?
Talking about writing stuff, I'll talk about school because I have something close to writing, something related to writing that's coming up, which is basically, so we have to submit this huge project on any topic that we choose for a subject. Like for me, I have 2 projects, one for economics, one for sociology. For economics, I chose the subject The Invisible Hand by Adam Smith, and how it has evolved, the term, and like it has evolved to basically match what is going on in the real world, and how that's bad or good or whatever. And for sociology, I chose the subject schooling as a system of social control.
Base.
Which my teachers only reluctantly agreed to, because obviously I'm like writing about school in a critical way in order to get marks from that same school. So yeah. So the
teachers are like peeking behind the wells, like, you criticize society while you participate in society. Curious. That's reference to me, by the way.
Your name.
Directly reference to me. That's my name. That's my name. It's me. It's me actually saying that. Yes. It's me in every one of those memes. It's me actually, in the medieval helmet coming out of a well.
Curious. Everything is curious. Everything is everybody, actually. Everything is me.
The Weltgeist? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, that is. I am das Weltgeist. Ich bin Weltgeist. So there's this art integration thing that you're supposed to follow for every project, and which is basically you have to do something artistic with your project. Anything, whatever it may be. Maybe it could be like a short story, or like a song, or like like a picture, like a poster, or whatever. So I asked my teacher, because I can't draw, I can't sing, I cannot write a song. I can write about stuff that already exists. I can write about other people's stuff, which is what I do on YouTube. So I asked her,
you have a YouTube channel? What the fuck?
Yeah, actually, I do have a YouTube channel.
Holy shit. My imagination can make YouTube videos just like me.
So I asked my teacher, if I could write about the song "Another Brick in the Wall" by Pink Floyd.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was the obvious pick if you want to pick a song.
Yeah. So she asked me. So she told me, yes, writing about other media is an art. So basically, what I'm trying to get at is that I'm an artist, and you should respect me for my artistry. So yes.
I guess I'm an artist too then. Wow.
Yeah, we're all artists here.
We're all artists.
This is an artistic podcast. You come here to learn about artistry.
Yeah, and my Oshinoko video is right next to the Mona Lisa on the Louvre. It's the same level.
Yep, that's true. Because I mean, my art is actually directly made by Das Weltgeist, so mine is as pure as it can be.
Well, I'll let you explain what the fuck the Weltgeist is like in a second, but let me just go through one more thing because you're talking about school reminded me of something, and that is that this is one thing my dad always talks about because he's a poet, right? Like he writes a lot of poems for like fucking 20 years already, and he always
damn, the pretentiousness is genetic.
bro, you're gonna write about Marx in your next video. Shut the fuck up. Who's the pretentious one? Where was I? Yeah. How dare you insult my papa? My dad is gonna hear about this.
I'm joking. I'm sure your dad's poems are great.
It's not like you can read them. Lamau. Imagine not knowing Chinese. Lamau. But yeah. So he always
terrorist.
thought that I am a propagandist at the end of the day.
No, you're a terrorist. You burned an orphanage last year.
Where?
I know what you did. You can't hide it from me.
Shit. What the fuck did he find out? What the fuck? Wait. Let me go for a second. Let me continue this fucking story. So, my dad, he told me, he always talks about this with me. He's like, son, yes, creativity is about inspiration. It's about writing. It's about inspiration. You need inspiration to hit you to write something great, but you also need to, incorporate rationality. He sees the world as like irrational things like emotions and rationality. And he's always like, for as long as I've my brain has recognized him, he's always like strictly very anti-AI. He's like, this is bad. This is not this is not good. Yeah, he's like, we're like artists. We're like, putting our emotions on a paper and they cannot be replicated through AI. And yeah, that's true. And he still thinks that way, but he thinks that in this AI world, because fucking AI cannot be stopped anymore, we should incorporate AI to regiment our creativity in a way that cultivates more creativity. Like, he basically says that creativity needs to be cultivated. Like, imagine like in school, because I get reminded of like, for example, you have a task, the creative task to do in school, and you have a deadline, and maybe you have to do it in one lesson, and that's a time limit where you're supposed to have inspiration, but surprisingly, you usually do get inspiration if you put your mind to it, right? It's not a thing where you fucking sit on your ass and you wait until the fucking thing strikes, because no, you can think and then it will eventually come after enough thinking. I got reminded of this because we had a film class. We had to write a script for a movie, and we're just kind of sitting there and it's like, what do we do? And yeah, it had a lot of moments where I just like, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. But eventually, when we came to the idea, it was it was fun, it was nice. So I'm just basically saying, it is useful to cultivate your creativity. And I know we already do that. We kind of have like a deadline system.
Oh yeah.
That we usually set up, and we have other things, but I think it's something I should take into more consideration of like, sometimes I feel like I'm not feeling it. I'll wait until later, when a lot of times obviously it's not true, right? Creativity needs to be cultivated, and it's not just pure inspiration. All right, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, that is a very productive view to take on like creativity and like AI and shit. That's very good. That's very great. So I had another interaction with a classmate of mine. Which is,
you have so little interactions, you can count on it on one hand, and you're gonna recount every single one of them.
Unfortunately, you're not that far off.
Oh shit.
Okay, I did have like a couple of interactions. None of them are very flattering. One of them is like, so there's this girl in my class who's very I guess very quiet and like your stereotypical introvert basically. I've never actually talked to her at all. And then one day after lunch, I was I have nothing to do after lunch. It's not like I have friends. So I was just like sitting around doing nothing, watching people go by on the verandas. And then
Bro,
this girl
read a book or something. It's too depressing. Read a book or something.
Okay, I mean, I did consider it, but like reading a book, when I like get into a book, I need to finish it. And when I'm like, I only have like 20-30 minutes that's where I'm free. I can't like bring any of the books that I'm actually reading to my school because they already have a library, and they don't want us to, because all the books that I'm actually reading are from another library, and I don't want to lose any books from that library in this library. It'll be a whole mess. So anyways, so I was sitting around doing nothing, and this girl comes up to me who's I've never talked to. And then she asked me, do you listen to System of Down?
Okay.
And
that's a good question.
And I said, yeah, I like some of their stuff. And then she said,
I like CS by Lil Uzi Vert. Does that count?
and and then she said, yeah, that's great. Listen to them more. They're good. And then she walked away. And that's the last that I've spoken to her. So
that's
yeah,
it.
That's quite unremarkable. And then also another time, someone I think. So we were also talking about music. I told them that I like good music.
That's gonna piss some people off.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't being I wasn't being serious. I was being ironic, but I don't think they read my irony at all. So they basically compared me to an actual elitist that they knew. Which again, I think
to be fair, it's hard to like know when you're talking like ironic or not. Like even talking with me, sometimes like you're just saying a thing and I just took it seriously. When you're like, no, that's a joke, and you were like, I'm never making a joke around you.
I was being serious when I said you were a terrorist, and are you not a terrorist?
We can talk about it later, okay? Like we'll discuss bribes, okay? Just like fucking don't let this out anywhere, okay?
Okay. I mean, you can cut this off. Cut this out if you want.
No, I need the 5 views we're gonna get on YouTube for this. It's really desperate. I'm really desperate. I need the 5 views. Music brings people together, but it can also drive people away. Depends on how elitist you are and how much you like the Smiths. Oh man,
the Smiths are good. They're not like I don't know. Playboy Cardi, who I want
Shut
to
up!
smother.
Playboy Cardi brings everybody together. Playboy Cardi brings everybody together. You go to a club, they're like all of them are on Molly listening to like Playboy Cardi. It's awesome.
Yeah. Did I mention that you're in a mental asylum and you don't go out to clubs? You're in a mental asylum precisely because you listen to Cardi, by the way.
There's no way, okay? There's 2 Cardi fans at least in I know. 2. Okay? That's a lie.
Yes.
That's a lie. I know like 5 people in total, so it's
that's too much in my opinion. Continue. Otherwise they'll lynch me.
No, it's fine. I don't think a lot of Cardi fans are overlapping with the audience of this podcast, which includes 4 people. Yeah, so speaking of music, maybe this didn't happen yet last week because I signed up for a little talent show for my school's like end of year thing.
Oh yeah.
We have a talent show set up. I don't think I mentioned it the last time.
You did.
Yeah,
you did,
I just decided.
kind of.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So on a whim, I decided to let's play some songs on there. And yeah, it's literally just called X Factor. Like we're just copying the entire show. And I thought I could just come out there and play a few songs and that'll be fine. Except they have to do this whole interview section where I have to answer questions. I don't want to see myself on camera ever. What do you mean? Like, well, why? So I was bamboozled. I was disappointed. My day was ruined, but I still had to push on because my parents are already like, oh, real name here. Oh, you're gonna play? Can we come to watch? I'm like, I guess. So yeah, the song I'm playing is Two-Headed Boy by Neutral Milk Hotel. One of my favorite songs. One of our favorite songs, probably.
Oh, yeah.
If you had good taste. Yeah.
Yes, I
awesome.
do actually.
Awesome song. And what's interesting is that my math teacher, because I knew before, he mentioned just offhandedly he used to be a musician. And I asked him, okay, what kind of stuff do you play? That was like, this was a year ago. I was like, what kind of stuff did you play? He's like, oh yeah, I used to play a folk rock. Back then I didn't know anything about folk rock, so I'm like, okay, cool. Give me a good grade on the math test. But then later I asked him about it because I listened to Neutral Milk Hotel for the first time. It's like, Mr. Math teacher, do you know about Neutral Milk Hotel? And he was really surprised, like, oh, that's a deep cut. How do you know? That's like a 90s band. I love that band. So like, oh, that's awesome. So yeah, my math teacher is a Neutral Milk Hotel fan, and just like Friday, I told him, by the way, I'm playing Two-Headed Boy on stage, and he was very happy. So yeah, that's great.
That's nice. That's very nice. That's actually very nice that you actually joined for like a thing. I never do that, even if I knew like how to play guitar.
I mean, yeah, it's just a thing where like I've learned it anyway, so let's just fuck it, why not? What's the worst gonna happen? It's not like this is not the most prestige stage ever. Like none of these people probably, it's a school thing. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I don't have too much pressure
even if
on me.
nothing like happens, you can still maybe like talk about it on like a blog post or something. So.
Yeah. So let's see. So this is in 2 weeks. My performance around 2 weeks. So let's see if I die or not out of embarrassment.
Yeah, it's literally becoming Bochi the Rock.
I am Bochi the Rock. Literally Bochi the Rock. Except it's acoustic, Bochi.
Mm-hmm.
So great. We are all big media boys. Big guys into media.
Big guys.
We like a lot of media.
Yes,
big guys. Yeah.
Of course.
And so yeah, anime, video games, movies and stuff. But have you ever considered that you'll like grow out of this phase you're in right now, and you consume less media, as time goes on? Do you think that's ever gonna happen?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I did actually think about it. Okay, I watched Oppenheimer a couple of days ago.
Yeah, we should have talked about
yesterday.
that. Goddamn, yeah.
So I watched it, and one thing that really I resonated with something that resonated with me is how it like portrays his love for theory, which I kind of relate to in that I'm obviously not into like quantum physics or anything nerdy like that, but I'm into like I'm into
nerdy?
like nerdy. Fucking quantum physics. Who the fuck? I'm into Hegel's dialectics and shit like that, which I also feel very I don't know. It feels very similar. Not similar, but like some of those scenes they feel very similar to how I feel when I think about and like engage with philosophical theory. So I bring this up because I do think that maybe someday, I mean, it all depends on how things go on in the future and like, how we end up being. But if the social conditions make it be, I'll probably like pivot to more academic stuff and shit like that is what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you said you wanted to get a master's degree in philosophy and shit.
Maybe. I mean, then again, if things do work out, like my YouTube and shit like that, and I get like money and like all of that shit, maybe it'll be the exact other way around, where I stop academics and just like be unemployed, aka YouTuber. So
yeah, I've thought at the crossroads in front of you right now. I was thinking about this because another anime YouTuber who's had a massive influence on just inspired me to start doing this was Digibro, now known as Yig Studio, and now Beatrice, transitioned and all, and she was kind of talking about how anime was a way for her to like find her identity, and when she basically transitioned, she found like it wasn't valuable anymore to her, and like it wasn't the kind of obsessive fandom she had just didn't make sense to her anymore. And obviously, I don't think we're like super obsessive or anything. We're not on their level, but I kind of feel like maybe if I find something that I've been searching for, this sounds really weird, but like I find something I've been searching for, and I kind of just grow out of it, or I do something else, and it's kind of a scary prospect because so much of what I do right now is like intertwined with it. If I do lose interest, because yes, I can say, well, I'm working with like anime all the time. I'm making videos on it. I am making other videos for other people for it. Right now, I'm editing a video for Metas on JoJo, and so I can't ever like quote unquote disengage myself with it. But if I start to lose interest, then it's all over. Like it will just be torture for me to do any of it, and eventually, I don't know how that's gonna turn out. So yeah, well, it's just kind of scary for me.
I mean, I guess I do. I used to think like that, like way back, like 2 years ago, maybe, when I was like just starting out. But yeah. I'm not really as scared about it anymore, because I mean, obviously, when I was starting out, I preferred to be called an AniTuber to like anything else. But now I don't. I'm a video essay. I like video essayist, or like, I don't know, general YouTuber or like video creator. I don't like to be called an AniTuber because I don't want to be an AniTuber. I like video games and also anime and also movies and all that shit.
Please exclusively refer to Gray as Hegel cocksucker. It's the only phrase that
No. I am das Weltgeist. So that's
okay.
not true. But then again, Hegel's cock is also Weltgeist. So. Okay. So back to what we were talking about. I'm not as scared about it as you are, because again, I think like us liking something is also somewhat embedded within when we like it. And obviously, time goes on, people change, and I think I've kind of accepted it as what it is. And I don't think, like, even if no matter like how much change comes over me, I think some of the stuff will stick with me forever, because that's just I think that's how people work, honestly. So I'm not really that scared about yeah,
it makes sense, right? Yeah, even if I do change in the future, it's still me, right? I'm still gonna carry parts of myself that I've deemed worthy of carrying around. I think the fear for me is more vivid because I've branched out into more aspects of, like, playing music, trying to write something in music right now, but it's fucking hard as shit, and I don't know music theory. Writing blogs and writing stories, or just doing other things besides making anime videos about anime, editing anime, that kind of thing.
Honestly, like, a music anime writer nerd is better than anime nerd, so.
Probably, yeah. I always think I'm stretching myself way too thin. Like, if you saw the tweet I fucking posted a while ago, like, I have just so many things I want to do in so many different directions that, finding my identity feels like scary now, because, like, I don't know what to focus on. It's all just me, but, like, also not all of it can't be me, because I'm not doing all of it well or any of it well. So, like, what the fuck am I doing? So it's just a doubt in my mind. I'll get over it after I kill a few more children in the orphanage for my terrorism activities. It's fine.
And it's kind of interesting because I recently thought about this kind of. What I mean is like the stuff about identity. The thing is, like, I don't really think that the word me has any meaning, at least for me. Does that make sense?
So you are not, me doesn't have meaning because you are like a conglomeration of traits.
Yeah, sort of. I don't like really see myself as like anything more than. Okay, I don't see myself as like, fuck. I don't know how to like express it in words.
So you can try, but I think your point is that you don't see yourself as like a fully formed, like, a thing that's independent from the things you're interested in, or
sort of. And I mean, obviously, I do have some amount of independence and some amount of will over what I become. That's how what humans are. We have will over nature and like all that shit. But I think that worrying over what we will be and what we are is almost kind of stupid. I mean, I'm not calling anyone who are worrying about it stupid, because
Yeah, I know you hate me. We don't get on at all. We don't like each other at all off podcast.
Of course, that's exactly why we sit and talk on like this stupid podcast for 2 hours every week.
Exactly.
So like do you know like this Lacanian psychoanalytic quote which is basically your mask is realer than you.
That's kind of like Nisei Monogatari. It's kind of like a Nisei Monogatari when Nishioshi says the fake is sometimes more real than the real because the fake is trying to be the real one, and that makes them even more than the real one.
Well, that, I mean, kinda. I mean, that is very Nisei Monogatari, but that's not exactly why Lacan says that. The thing is, like, you know, like the basically we all think that under how we act to other people there is this true self. But maybe the true self is actually the myth. Maybe there is no true self. What you are is what you are. What I am is what I am. And that's the end of it. And maybe like that thought is like quite scary at first. And I think that's why a lot of people are very, very caught up on like describing themselves, sort of.
Yeah.
But also, I'm also not like... I have to, clarify. I'm not trying to like discredit any identity, like politics stuff, because again, all those stuff are very important. So yes.
Yeah. So if there's a true self, then it's already altered by the environment that we're like in, and we interact with the environment, which shapes our true selves. So that like I feel like at a certain point, what you interact with, how you react to things outside of you, is kind of your true self. Just at the end of the day.
Right.
I do agree, like philosophically, I do agree with that. I'm just thinking, like in our current world, I think there's still a difference between how you feel when you're just alone by yourself and how you feel when you're with others, and there is a difference for me at least. So yeah, I don't know. It's not very deep thought right now, but I do agree. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I guess that one part of like my outlook on it is basically. The difference that you said when how you are alone and versus how you are with others. Maybe both of them are you. It's like
that's true.
Yeah. Do you know the thing? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like they're both. Okay. I haven't read the book, so it is on my like to read list. But I think the basic gist is that it's like a dual personality thing. I'm pretty sure so.
Yeah.
But basically the thing is like both of them are like at the same time in the same body. Like I think that's how it is in real life. I think that's how people are, and it's not like we're not like switching masks. All the masks are us.
That is
actually everyone is Weltgeist. So what am I talking about?
Okay. Please elaborate on where the Weltgeist came from. Why is it here, and why do you always talk about it? And it's affecting our marriage very heavily. Okay, you have not seen your kid for weeks. Okay, because you keep rambling about the Weltgeist.
That's
all I do is worry about this family, and you don't do anything. You just sit there. You come back to work, and you just sit there and do nothing. Well, I do all the chores around the house. We've been married for 6 years, man.
Okay. Das Weltgeist is das Weltgeist. It is everything while also being something entirely different from everything. So yes.
Where did you find this fucking stupid idea?
I don't know. Ask Hegel.
Okay, it's from Hegel. That's it. That's all of it.
It's from Hegel. I like Hegel. I like reading Hegel, and so ich bin Weltgeist. So
I knew you were hanging around other men. I knew you were hanging around other men like Hegel. Who is Hegel?
Okay.
I know. I opened up your phone once. I saw your DMs with him. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just trying to make my let's secure our kid until they reach like 18 so we can divorce properly. Okay. Let's stop feuding right now.
Okay.
What is this character I'm playing? I don't know what's happening anymore. You want to do some MBTI things?
Yeah, sure. Let's do some MBTI things.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, Gray proposed an idea for once. Oh my God, he has an idea. And he said, let's do MBTI tests for ourselves and let's see where we land on the fucking astrology before modern pretentious people list.
So like, I should probably like preface this as to why I chose this idea for podcasting. So I like a couple of months ago, I kind of like fell into this rabbit hole of MBTI, like the MBTI community. I don't know exactly how, but basically, I think this actually ties back to the other community that I talked about briefly about the fucking deduction observation thing, and like a lot of them were very obsessed with their MBTI and how it's like how it is fit for observation and deduction. Apparently, some MBTI are more fit for and shit like that. So I was like very skeptical from the beginning because there's like 16 personalities. It's trying to essentialize human existence, which human existence is not so yeah, I fell into this rabbit hole. There's like multiple subreddits out there for different MBTI things. I actually did like I know my MBTI thing, or at least what it was a couple of months ago. I'm pretty sure it will change because it's not a science. It's not reliable at all. But again, a lot of people, there's like a lot of shit behind this. There's stuff like cognitive functions and shit. Like a lot of I guess some stuff that kind of seems sciencey, but I'm not really sure how much you can really trust the stuff they're saying and writing. So again, I don't think there is any reliability or validity to the MBTI shit more than there is validity and reliability for astrology. I guess there is a little bit more validity to MBTI because again, how a star is when you're born, that sounds way more far-fetched than maybe like your personality, which is much more tangible, I guess. But then again, we just talked about how identity and like it's very fluid, and we should probably embrace the fluidity of identity than actually try to carve out an identity for ourselves, which goes against how humans are. So there is also that.
Yeah, it's such a Gemini thing to say. Moving on.
Actually, so like this week, some of my classmates also asked me what my thing was, and then
what's your thing?
Zodiac sign.
Yeah, what's your thing?
It's Taurus or something. Yes, Taurus.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Mine is the thing. Mine is the thing in October called
thing in October. I'm pretty sure that's like, I don't know, pumpkin.
Exactly, I'm a pumpkin.
Oh wait, no, you're Canada actually.
Holy shit! I'm the thing in movies in October 31st.
Yep,
the thing, famous remake of the movie of the classic movie, The Thing.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay. So I've opened up the thing that you sent me. It's
it's not okay. Yeah. So also we should probably make this clear. We're not taking the 16personalities.com test. This is the Reddit user approved MBTI premium test. This is the Michael Callows cognitive functions test, which is the cognitive functions. It's something that I mentioned. Is I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not gonna say anything about it. I don't know.
Okay. So how are we gonna do this? Are we gonna run through the questions just like each one, and we're gonna say our own piece on it?
Yeah.
We can move on. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll do independently, but we'll go together.
Okay. Go together. So, but like, do we say our answers or do we hide it? Because saying our answer would be more interesting.
Yeah, we'll say our answers. There's no need to hide. Okay. Also, we both know our we've done this shit before, but we're not gonna reveal it until the end. Yeah. So maybe who knows? Maybe the ending will give us the exact same thing, and apparently MBTI is actually real, and we're all just 16 people clones.
I'm a quirked up white boy with a little bit of swag.
Yeah, we're all
right.
Quirked up white boys. Oh wait. Okay, there's I click get started, and there's a skeptical. You should be. Like I said, there are a lot of bad personalities. I'm promising a lot, but personality typing is all about understanding differences, is what he's saying. Okay. Next. And
Blah
then
blah
next.
blah. I don't care. Blah blah blah.
And then next. Holy shit, there's a lot of stuff. Okay.
There's a lot of disclaimers in the first one, but yeah.
Okay, so first it's TE or TI. Should I explain what TE and TI are?
I don't fucking know. What is
Yeah,
it?
I'm very ashamed that I know. TE is extroverted thinking, TI is introverted thinking.
It's not even the same. It should be ET and IT. Why is it like that? Why is it opposite? What is wrong with this?
I'm not the one who made this. It's Myers-Briggs. Who the fuck is Myers-Briggs? I'm gonna look it up actually. Wait.
He sounds like a guy who like raped children in the 1800s. Myers-Briggs.
It's in personality typology, the Myers-Briggs type indicates. Who the fuck is Myers-Briggs? It's actually Isabel Briggs Myers. Isabel Briggs Myers, American writer who co-created she's a writer. What?
Oh, like me, for real.
Wait, if she's a writer, she's not a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
Sounds very credible.
Yeah, very, very credible. So remember, all traits here about to will apply to everyone at some point in their lives. For example, an indecisive person will become decisive if they're whatever. Okay, let's get started.
Let's just get started.
Yeah. So the first question
is, which one sounds most like you? You love completing projects. It's better to be done than to find the 100% best solution in a crisis. You're the commander pushing the team to finish. Or you love starting new projects. You're an architect, building up your solution by exploring all possibilities to find the best approach.
Oh, man. I wonder which one is me. It's
And I wonder. I don't know.
Okay, there are examples they're giving. One is researching something to buy online. You open a dozen variations in different tabs to compare each one and make sure you're picking the ideal choice. Whereas the other one, it's you look for a few options and pick one that looks good enough so you can move on to the next task. Well, I'll let you start.
It's kind of weird because I am on the right side, like mentally, but when I actually do things, it's mostly on the left side. Because
I'm definitely on the left side actually.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't care about perfecting stuff?
No, not at all.
I'm going to do. I'm going to do starting. I'm gonna do somewhat starting because I feel like that's most of me.
I mean, I'm definitely starting because, like, I have like loads of ideas that I need to get to, and I have like a couple of open scripts that I'm probably never gonna finish. I also I'm very turbulent when it comes to my interests and shit like that, so I'm probably definitely starting. Next, which one sounds most like you? It's the same question. I'll read. So. On the left, you're good at scheduling, quantifying, and contingency planning. What the fuck is contingency?
Contingency means like emergency, no? Let me look.
Okay, an example for this is you're in an event planning committee and the group is arguing over which theme to go with. There might be some hurt feelings, but the best way to ensure a successful event is for you to assert your leadership and lay down a decision. Whereas the right side says you file ideas away in your mind to be developed later, and you like to figure out how things work. And then it's the same scenario, but you start to think about all the good ideas you have saved in your Pinterest board or notebook that you've seen work well at other similar events you have attended. In fact, you get the idea. So
contingency means a future event or circumstance which is possible. So which one do you think you are?
I'm definitely the right.
Okay, so it's like we have different different sides, so you should probably like say which one. That's easier for me because I'm definitely my sides are opposite.
You file ideas away in your mind to develop later, and you like to figure out how things work because like all my videos are basically that. I think about a lot of things while I'm consuming media, and then after a while, it kind of develops into something else, and then I make the video. And all the the stuff that I do in my real life too is very much like that. You begin breaking down all the attributes of mediocre versus it's exactly that's exactly it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think I'm also leaning that way, definitely, because I'm not very assertive usually when I'm trying to like make something with other people. Just because
probably.
I don't care for like conflict anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not a
soy
debate
boy
board like Gray. Yeah, I'm a soy boy, beta cuck. All right, moving on to the next one.
Yes.
Yes, which one sounds most like you? You want to be in control and you don't like people trying to influence you too much. Or you like identifying how things are different and logically classifying them. Okay.
Okay, an example for the first one is time is running short on a group project. Everyone else is still discussing different approaches, but you're the one to put your foot down and make the decision to ensure that you finish on time. On the other hand, you're excited by the idea of taste testing coffees or wines, identifying which attributes certain ones have in common, and coming up with the most logical way to group them.
But first of all, these are not like polar opposites at all. They're just like two different things. Like I don't know. I don't understand.
I mean, okay. It's just go with it. I mean, we're not really taking this seriously at all. So
I think I'm more on a in control aspect, because like classifying things is fun, but like at a certain point, I just want to get this shit done, and if anybody gets in the way, I'm gonna fucking kill them like I killed the orphans in 2004.
Did you just say you're not assertive at all?
well no, like when you're trying to I mean, like, so what they want to say is that you don't like people trying to influence you too much. Yes, but like, I cannot assert my opinion, but when I assert my opinion, you can't fucking argue with me. I'm gonna kill you. No, okay, no, not like that. I just don't like. I just like doing things, I guess, myself. But it's like a group project, so it implies that control means like a group project, and I don't really care about control.
I guess it does make sense. You are a terrorist after all. So for me, I'd probably be the exact opposite. I mean, not exact opposite. The other option. I like classifying things more than I do doing things.
Yeah, I think I like doing things more, but I also don't really. I'm not a super big fan of control, but I also like personal autonomy quite a bit. It's like if you try and tell me to do anything and I'm not like supposed to do it, or like I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it.
I mean, that is also true though, because I thought I would have picked definitely on the second option.
Yeah.
If I were not going to school and like not arguing with my teachers and like classmates. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think somewhat towards the logically classifying thing is me.
I'm gonna go somewhat in control then. All right. Next one. You can read it.
Okay. Which one sounds the most like you? You're passionate about knowledge for its own sake. Accuracy is important, and it doesn't matter where an idea came from if it's the best one. And then we have the best ideas are efficient, immediately useful. Information should be objective, orderly, and rational. Well, I think there's an obvious option for me here.
It's the passion about knowledge for its own sake. Right?
Yeah.
I'm also leaning that way, but I cannot deny that I'm more pragmatic than you, so I'm going to go somewhat in that direction.
I'm going all the way, definitely.
Yeah.
Which one sounds the most like you? Okay, you can read this one.
Okay, give me a second. I'm going to screenshot it so it's easier when I edit.
Yeah.
Which one sounds most like you? You just want something that works efficiently. You're more concerned with the final result and understanding all the steps and thought processes that led to it. The facts are fine. No need to draw broader conclusions. Or, you're excited by following all the steps on the winding path leading to the conclusion. Meaning is more important than pure facts, and you want to understand what's going on behind the scenes. I'm going with the meaning one. Like, it's not really a...
I mean, this one's quite similar to the last one, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's...
yeah, the meaning stuff.
Yeah, it's weird because personally I'm definitely more leaning towards meaning, but school kind of conditions you into thinking more like a result.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Like that's kind of one of my arguments for my school as a system of social control project. That school is basically like, it's not really educating you. It's just trying to like get some, get the instructions on how to work into your head, and just like sending you out to the real world to like exploit your labor.
Exactly. The example they gave here for the results part was your colleague delivers a chart that you've been waiting on for a presentation, you're most concerned with the final numbers and whether they tell the story you want. It's not that you don't care where the data came from, but if it looks good enough, you'd rather just move on. It sounds like I would kill that person.
Oh yeah,
I don't like that guy.
That
I really
person
don't like
sounds
that
like I don't know, something like someone H Palmer guy would make a video on.
Yeah, it sounds like, just the people in my school that I really despise. So I'm not going
of course,
that way.
yeah, obviously, yeah. So
I'm going definitely on the other way.
So I press next, and we have a section summary. What do you get?
Okay, what's your? I got 1 TE and 6 TI.
Ooh, I got 9 TI and 0 TE.
God damn. God damn, he's introverted boy.
Oh man.
Okay, that's wild.
Next, now it's FE or FI. Now let's see how you make feelings-oriented decisions and judgments.
So I guess it's like extroverted feelings, introverted feelings.
Yeah,
right?
that's the one.
All right.
More bullshit, but.
This one, I think you need to read it. I don't
Okay,
know.
I'll read. Which one sounds more like you? First one, values are objective and shared. You look to social norms and expectations, like etiquette, for morality. On the other hand, we have you filter a situation through your own internal values to see how it makes you feel. You have a very personal or gut-based decision of ethics that can be hard to explain to others.
I think it's easy. I'm going with the gut feeling.
Okay, let's see. Your values are very subjective.
Values are not objective or shared. Like, that's just fucking, I don't know. It's a weird conversation.
I have to disagree with you there. Although
values are objective and shared.
No,
you look to social norms and expectations for morality.
Wait. Values aren't objective, but they are social. They are shared. I think so. I think there's like this little a while back I saw this little video, not a video by Noam Chomsky, but a video about from like a Noam Chomsky lecture against moral relativism. He says that calling yourself a moral relativist is basically calling yourself a skeptic, in that there is no such thing as moral relativism. You can be a moral relativist. That's simply not true. You just have to believe in a to be human, that is, or live in a society. You have to do it.
Yeah, but I would still think that I filter situations through my own internal values instead of looking
that
at
is
other
yeah
people.
I mean, I am also leaning towards that, but I don't think that I don't think values are subjective completely. They are subjective, but there is it's not relative. There's a lot of biological and linguistic stuff that goes into how morality is created and how people act and how norms come to be. So I'm going somewhat.
Yeah, you've convinced me that values are shared, but I still don't look to norms or expectations.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Of course not.
Yeah, so I'm going definitely, but yeah, I understand where you're coming from. All right, next one. Which one sounds most like you? You feel responsible for other people's feelings, and you adjust your behavior to make them feel comfortable. You tend to be very open about yourself. Or, authenticity and sincerity are important to you, and you hate when others seem fake or insincere. You're more reluctant to share your personal feelings. Okay, how are these on opposite spectrums? What the fuck is wrong with this test? What?
I mean, I don't think they're going for opposite spectrums. It's
I just don't understand why I have to choose between the two.
I mean, yeah, that is also true. I mean, that's kind of the problem with the typing shit, right? It all depends on a lot of things. You can't abstract these things.
Let's read the examples to get a better idea, because I'm kind of confused.
Yeah.
So the example for the responsible for the other people's feelings part is you like to make sure the group is feeling good, so you're willing to bend a bit on some of your values to make other people feel more comfortable or less awkward. The other example is your values are paramount, and you can't understand how some people are so quick to make exceptions on their morality. For example, telling a lie to make somebody feel better. What's the point of having What's the point of having values if you're just willing to adjust them as needed?
Oh yeah.
Huh. Okay. This makes sense why it's on the opposite sides.
It does, but I'm gonna go neutral because I don't care about how the group is feeling, but then again, I don't care about my. I don't really have a set in stone moral compass.
I like when the group is feeling good. I don't like people being miserable. But
I mean, I honestly don't fucking care. I hate people, by the way.
yeah, I know you hate people.
I'm
telling
a
a lie to make
misanthrope,
somebody feel
introvert,
better.
INTP,
Incel.
yes, anarcho-communist.
Yes, exactly. I mean, I do tell lies to make people feel better sometimes. Like, I do it mostly with, like, older relatives because, like, they I don't know. They just, sometimes the
I mean,
better,
I
white
lie all
is
the
better.
time.
Yeah.
So
You lied when I said, no, you lied when you said I was a terrorist. That was a lie. That was a dumb lie, okay? That was not true.
Okay, terrorist.
Okay.
Okay,
I think I'm going
on
neutral
this
on
one.
this as well. Yeah. This is kind of a very hard question, but I'm going neutral for now.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
later
really
in life it will
depends.
be different. Yeah. Next one.
Okay, next one I'll read. First off, which one sounds more like you? You try to maintain group harmony by negotiating conflicting views and finding commonalities. And the other one is shared bursts of emotion from a group make you uncomfortable since you don't need or want external emotional support for your feelings. Okay, I think we should probably read the examples because the second one is kind of vague.
Yeah.
So the second one, the example is the idea of sitting in a circle where everyone shares something personal and then gets validation from a group. Sounds terrible.
Oh my god, just like you.
Okay, and then the other one is if people aren't getting along, you often find yourself in the role of trying to smooth things over and find common ground. Okay, I think emotional stability from that. I think emotional stability. I think necessarily needs social bonds. I think that is just how emotions work.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna go towards the shared burst of emotion from a group make you uncomfortable because they kind of do. I am a modern being after all, and
I feel the opposite. I'm definitely the one trying to find common ground. Like a lot of my friends have very different opinions on things, like but I try to understand them and talk about them, and even if I don't fully agree, I'm not trying to fucking argue with them.
I'm definitely not that.
Yeah, like some of my friends are like, they have opinions on like, for example, what's going on in Gaza right now, and they have things they want to say or stuff. And usually if we're good friends and I know this guy's a good person or like I want to talk to him, if you're a fucking asshole, they don't care. Fuck you. But like if it's a friend, then yeah. So, but like, I don't know. This is not really about friend harmony. It's about like group harmony, and I don't care about group harmony because I don't like groups. But when it's just a friend, I do want to find commonalities. So I'm going somewhat into the friend category.
I'm going definitely towards the other side.
This is why you're a misanthrope incel anarcho-communist, bro.
Fuck you. You're a terrorist. Shut up.
So, which one sounds most like you? You pay attention to the moral implications of actions and you're more concerned with how things should be than how they are. Or you interpret situations more by how you feel about them than the objective facts that are visible to everyone else. Do we need examples? I feel like it's pretty obvious. I don't need...
Okay, let me just you pay attention to moral implications of actions and you're more concerned with how things should be than how they are. And then I mean, you interpret situations how you feel about them than by the objective. What? Okay, well, what do you think?
Okay, so I'm just looking at the examples. So one is about enjoying discussing codified morality, and the other one is about how advice from other people is not useful because so many personal issues that prevent them from applying to your situation.
I mean, by the examples, I think the interpreting feeling how you feel about them objective facts, I think that's where I'm going. But then again, I'm not really I would say neutral, but the example one, I think I'm gonna go somewhat towards the objective facts that are visible to everyone else.
For me it's kind of weird because I used to really try to, try to find advice that would really help me personally. And so I realized that people are so vastly different. It's kind of stupid to expect that. So,
I fucking hate advice, so I'm definitely going
it's usually
there.
just advice. But I think I'm more concerned with how things should be than a lot of people I know. Like, a lot of people are just like, it is how it is, buddy. Just fucking deal with it. And I'm like, well, this is unfair. We should do that. We should do that. We should let's try to do something about it. So I'm gonna go with should be, because the interpret situation about how they feel more than objective facts. Like, I think I value facts more than like how I feel about like most situations, unless they're like directly about me, which is like, oh, obviously, then I'm gonna talk about how I feel because it's me. But I'm going with the somewhat into the more
Yeah,
implications
actually,
of actions.
wait. Maybe I should also go there because how you feel about objective facts, that also makes no sense to me. But then again, I
So
fucking
you're
hate
going-
advice, and I don't talk about people about codified moralities. So
I mean,
Okay, I'll
codified
go-
moralities and also just like values, like free healthcare should be free. That's a value of a society, something like that.
okay. I mean,
So that's what
okay.
I'm.
I guess then I'll go definitely there, probably.
Okay. I'll go somewhat because this question is fucking vague and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, very confusing, kind of.
All right.
Okay, which one?
Next one.
It's you.
No. Oh, is it me? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Which one
Right?
sounds
Yeah.
like you? No, I just.
Oh
read
yeah,
last one.
it's
I
me. It's
remember.
me. It's me. Sorry. Yes. Which one sounds more like you? You're in tune with how things make you feel, and you're focused on self-expression and sharing your emotions through experience or art. And then you're in tune with other people's emotions, and you actively try to fulfill their needs.
I'm a selfish bitch. I'm going definitely on the selfish part.
I-
I'm not.
Okay, let me just read the examples real quick. You're very aware of how people and experience affect your mood and your feelings, and you channel those feelings. And then on the other side, we have you sense how other people are feeling, and you can help but feel how some of their energy rub. Okay, this is very kind of confusing because again, I write stuff on the internet. I'm also kind of like you, but like when I'm like outside and like when I'm at school, I can kind of sense how other people's emotions rub off on my own feelings. Because sometimes when like other people are like kind of mad, I kind of get like I can like sense that really affects me quite a lot. Unfortunately.
I mean, also that's just called being empathetic. I think I don't know. It's just like a really, thing. This super special thing. I mean, I literally write blog posts like 1,000 word long articles about like how I feel and how like my life is. So like I'm definitely going to selfish. Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. Fuck. This is kind of weird, but Okay, maybe I'll go the other way. Maybe neutral.
Wow.
I think both
Neutral?
are quite. Yeah, neutral.
Okay.
Ooh, what'd you get? Section
Okay.
summary.
I got 2 FE and 4 FI.
Ooh, same.
Really?
We're
Damn,
literally
nice,
the
nice.
same person.
My twin.
Okay,
Alright.
now we'll see how you perceive the world and take in information. First, let's explore how you deal with more concrete sensations and practical information.
Okay.
This is SE or SI, which I think it's extroverted sensing and introverted sensing.
Okay. All right, which one sounds more like you? You vividly compare and contrast your current situation with what you've experienced in the past or with what you consider to be normal. Or you pay attention to what's going on around you in the physical world right now. You're more perceptive than most people with your 5 senses. I'm going with the past. I'm definitely in the past. I'm in the past a lot. That's like most of my writing. It's about me in the past and how it's different from now.
Let me just read the examples real quick. When you're out on a hike, you find yourself focused on what's changed since last time you were here or how, okay. And then here on the other side, we have when you're out on a hike, you're caught up in what's happening right now all around you. I think I'm going to go to the right now one because,
Really?
yeah, I don't, fuck the past. It's not like I'm reading a book on the philosophy of history or anything.
Exactly.
But yeah.
I'm very intertwined with my past personally, so I think I'm gonna go that way.
I'm kind of not. I think I've been wanting to cultivate like a practice of looking at things as how they are, and
not how they were. I mean, depends on like if your memories are like traumatic or not. Mostly, most of mine are not. It's just
I'm a war veteran, so mine is very traumatic.
Yeah, he's been in the war that started in his mind by a woman.
Yeah. I'm a war veteran. I've been in 3 wars. I killed Hitler.
He did.
Okay, so next one. Which one sounds more like you? You subjectively filter new information. Okay, I'll be right back. Wait.
Okay. I love you, Jesus Christ.
Hello.
You back? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
You subjectively filter new information through your previous knowledge and experiences. Historical context is important, not only your own personal past, but also traditions, procedures, and laws. Okay, and then we have you objectively see what's there in the world around you without applying judgment, personal bias, or seeing hidden meanings. You can often see multiple sides of an issue. Okay, I fucking disagree, because historical context is a part of looking at things objectively.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it?
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with it. Like, okay, I guess I'm more... Okay, which one would you lean more towards? I guess that's the question they were asking.
We'll probably need to read the examples, maybe.
Okay,
you're a little more...
The examples are...
Yeah, you're a little more cautious moving... You're a little more cautious, moving slowly and steadily toward your goal through careful planning. You keep your distance a bit more as you relate things in your environment to what you've experienced in the past, or to traditions or regulate. Okay, and then we have you like to be fully in the moment, diving in and improvising without planning, almost like your body's melding with your environment. You can fully experience all the sensations.
I'm going with somewhat in the past, because I do want to see, and often can see multiple sides of an issue, but that's also because of my historical context, and also
that's exactly it. This question is flawed.
I'm going somewhat on the historical side. This question is
I think I'm going neutral, because this is a shit question. This guy doesn't know shit.
Shapiro being like Ben Shapiro raging at the political compass. That's what we're doing right now.
Yep. Okay, next one.
Next one. Which one sounds most like you? You like to remember and preserve the past, and you favor the tried and true. Your cherished things are routine and familiar, and new things can take a while to grow on you. Or you're observant and you follow concrete things happening to you. Sights, smells, styles, trends, and what people around you are doing, including their nonverbal cues that often others miss.
Oh my god, the nonverbal cues.
Micro expressions, bro. It's all coming back.
Okay, I think I think we're gonna be choosing the opposite things, because again, I think I'm a little bit more observant, and I don't probably I think I'm gonna go towards the latter.
I would want to be the latter, but I think I'm more new things do take a while to grow on you, so I'm gonna go somewhat on the old things part. Okay.
Fucking conservative terrorist. What the fuck?
I am. I'm preserving the glorious nation of China.
Okay. Next. You're very which one sounds more like you? You're very in tune with your internal bodily sensations like pain, hunger, and thirst. And then you love the physical world, whether it's admiring beauty or experiencing new sensations. You might be a thrill seeker, fashion guru, or both things can exist, What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it depends
I feel
on,
pain, and also I like beautiful things.
But I feel I feel like this is easier for me, because I definitely feel like I'm less in tune with what like my own body says, to the point that like I get sick very often because I don't feel it. I just like, oh, snow, let's lie down and roll around. Why not?
I guess that is true. That is true for me as well. But like, I don't exactly see why. I mean, if someone hits me, I will feel pain. But also, I'll also see who hit me, because I am.
I mean,
also
depends on like. Depends on, it's like a gradient scale. It's not
Yeah,
like
that is true. I mean, when you think about it like that, I do think I'll go towards the latter.
Yeah, same.
But I'm not a fashion guru.
Me too. I don't know fashion at all. I've started wearing perfume though, so that I think I'm slowly becoming a fuckboy. Which one sounds most like you? You tend to live in the moment. You might be impulsive sometimes, and you might need to push from the outside world to take action on something you've been meaning to do but putting off. You'd rather focus on immediate needs rather than rules or obligations. Or you take in new information and carefully compare it to your own past behavior and experiences while minding your routines. There's a precision to your life, oh God. And you notice inconsistencies in details. Rules and precedents exist for a reason. I'd like to live on the other side, but I'm fucking in the immediate needs.
Okay, wait. Let me just read the examples. You're cautious and tend to develop a plan before jumping right in. What worked well before? What is it? Right. Okay. Yeah. You're good at adapting and thinking on your feet, whether that's improvising in a challenging sales situation or dealing with changing weather while out camping. Okay.
I'm going with the living in the moment. I mean, I wrote a whole thing about how I'm trapped in the moment, and I don't think.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go on. Yeah, immediate needs. Me. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Also, I
Next.
like improvising stuff.
Ooh, what do you get?
Oh, okay. I got 3 SE and 4 SI.
I got 0 SI and 6 SE.
Oh my God, you love being external with your sensations. You love feeling up on other people. You love feeling other people up.
Okay, what the fuck? I mean, of course, I am das Weltgeist, so I am das everybody.
Okay, so next one is NE or NI. Next, let's see how you deal with more abstract information that's less associated with physical senses.
Okay,
what do they stand for?
Guess what N is? NE and NIR.
Nice. I don't know.
There are extroverted intuition and introverted intuition.
Going to kill the guy who made this fucking test.
You should probably. I'll pay you. I mean, you are a terrorist after all. You've done this before.
I do. I'm a mercenary. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's you. You read it now.
Yeah, I'll read. Which one sounds most like you? You're indecisive, you love brainstorming, and you juggle a lot of thoughts in your mind at once. Or you focus on a few good ideas and exclude other ones to avoid distraction. Well, I think it's obvious.
Move on. Indecisive. Move on. I'm not doing
Well, absolutely. Definitely. Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the next one.
Next one. Which one sounds most like you? You take in new facts from the outside world and connect the dots in imaginative ways to create new ideas. Or you're focused on your goals or dreams and look inward for ideas to make that future happen. Huh. What about both?
Okay.
I'm taking neutral. It's like legit in the middle for me, so I'm taking middle.
Let's read the examples before. Yeah, both for the first for the first one example. Both of these are interested in the future, but for you, that future is a lot more unpredictable. Your interests are always changing. So who knows how long you'll keep your current hobby before finding a new one? Oh my God, we just talked about this.
Yeah.
And then the other one. Both of these are interested in the future, but you tend to revisit the same ideas over and over, sharpening them and considering them from different perspectives. Which ones are you?
I'm going neutral because yes, we did talk about how we're gonna grow out of fucking anime and we're gonna find a new hobby. But I am not moving away from like being creative. Like I think this is like I'm set on this for like most of my life unless I really fuck up. So I do look at like how to I do look internally of like what I want to do and it's stayed consistent for the past like 3 years. So I'm going neutral for now.
I think I'm also gonna go neutral.
Yeah. What the fuck is that noise in the background? It sounds like somebody whistling really badly.
Those are birds. You don't have birds in Latvia?
No, they all died. They all froze to death, or I ate them.
Damn, you're a bird cannibal and a terrorist.
Yeah. Cannibal? No, cannibals are like for other birds who eat birds. What do you mean? You think I'm a bird?
Why? You're telling me you're not an ostrich?
I'm a shoebill stork. You know one of those fuckers? Shoebill stork. I'm gonna find a picture of that. This fucking guy's a shoebill stork.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're telling me you're not that. God damn.
I want to be that so bad. He looks like if you fuck with him, your entire family, your 3 generations of family are gonna die right now.
Okay.
Next one.
So yeah, it's me, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one sounds most like you? It feels more like your brain is doing the processing unconsciously, and you tend to suddenly reach aha moments that make you want to take action. Or your world is an explosion of ideas, consciously deconstructing things into their component parts, seeing symbolism and drawing connections that others miss.
I'm going somewhat in the unconscious category.
Okay, let's read the examples. It often feels like your best ideas come to you after they have been rolling around in your head for a while, then you reach a sudden epiphany. Or coming up with your best ideas tends to be a very active process for you. Less about sitting on it for a while and more about making it happen by talking things out, drawing charts or mind maps, and working with things or people outside your mind. Yeah, I'm also going unconscious, somewhat unconscious, because I do like think actively as well.
And sometimes when I, for example, the video I'm working on, except that I have a commission, so I'm not working on it anymore. It is still a video where I had an idea and then I wrote it out, and then I had more ideas while I I drew more connections while writing the idea out. But the initial idea came from me like an epiphany. So there's a balance there, but I'm somewhat going on to the unconscious part. That's how I feel.
Okay.
All right. Next one. Which one sounds most like you? You have a variety of hobbies and you like bouncing from subject to subject. You focus on exploring possibilities. Or you dive deeper into fewer subjects and combine information to build towards a single cohesive idea. So you're either autistic or you're me. So I'm going me.
Yeah, I think... Okay, this is kind of weird because like my videos, I think, go more towards the... dive deeper into fewer subjects, right?
What do you mean? Your videos are always bouncing around to different things. I think it's the opposite. You're bouncing around like Uzumaki, Evangelion, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that is true. But so for you, developing an idea tends to involve thinking out loud and tasting all the possibilities inside. Yeah, I'm literally licking everything that I see.
I love licking Signalis. I love licking the game pocket copy.
All the possibilities, and then for you, developing ideas tends to be involve looking down different paths in your head to consider how they might play out, and then finally revealing your well-sculpted idea out loud. Yeah, that's not true.
I'm going this variety of hobbies. That's me, definitely. So
okay.
What about you?
Although like the one single idea, I'm not very sure if I'm being honest, but I don't know. Okay, I think okay, fuck this. Next.
Okay, next one. You read it.
Okay. Which one sounds most like you? You like making a choice so you can get to work. You see situations from many perspectives and pay attention to how your internal world is impacted.
You could just read the example right now so we don't
Okay, yeah. You're great. So an example for this is you're great at just jumping in to get started. But sometimes you jump to conclusions too quickly and make a choice without having thoroughly explored the other options. Or you're open-minded and bored by routine. You hate situations that lack exciting mental inspiration. For example, even if you're an extrovert, you're energized not so much by just being around people, but by learning, whether that's finding out who they truly are, understanding a different point of view, or challenging each other with stimulating conversation. I think I'm going to go towards the latter. Which one?
This is hard for me because I am very, I'm very... It's a word in Chinese called 急. It means like I'm very... I rush to conclusions very much.
Me too, but I'm also quite bored by routine. So.
Yeah, and I do love finding something about finding how they truly are, finding different points of view. That's a great passion of mine, but
me too,
I am also very quick to jump in conclusions. So I'm going fucking neutral here. Like it's hard for me to pick.
Oh, what do you get?
Okay, let's see. I got 1 NI and 4 NE. Goddamn.
Ooh, I got 2 NI and 3 NE.
Okay. So it's
Somewhat similar, I guess.
Somewhat similar,
almost.
yeah.
You're nearing the end. In the previous section, we were always comparing the two cognitive functions within the same dimension, the big letters, TI versus... yeah. To be as thorough as possible, this time we'll compare the functions across dimensions. But we'll just have one question for each. I mean, thank God, one question for each.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, what the fuck? How am I gonna pick? What the fuck?
Okay, wait. I think. Okay, we'll just read. You can go.
Okay.
Ahead and read.
All right, I'm gonna read it. Wait, let me screenshot it. How do you direct your energy towards outward into the world? Either you towards other people or unity. It's less about making sure everything operates effectively and more about how you genuinely feel a deep empathy for people and feels unsettled if you know someone feels excluded or unheard, or towards result and accomplishment. It's not that you're a cold person, but that it's important to you to achieve the outcomes and reach real solutions that actually solve problems. Do we need examples here? I feel like it's...
You should probably, I think.
Okay.
We'll just skim through it first.
Okay, so the people unity is you're thinking what will best serve the group, what relationship and social dynamics are at play here, how can I connect with people more deeply, how are we relating to each other. And for the accomplishment part is what will allow me to finish this project and achieve this goal, how can I check this item off my to-do list, how can I help this person or group function more effectively so that they will succeed. This is odd. I think I consider myself an empathetic person, sometimes to my fault. So I'm going more towards the people and unity, even though I kind of hate people.
I kind of like... I want to be more empathetic and compassionate, so I think I'm gonna go towards results and accomplishment. Although I don't really necessarily agree.
Yeah, this vague ass fucking questions. It is what it is.
Okay, next one. What do you focus on within yourself? What feels authentic and aligned to your individual values? This isn't a logical analysis of what makes sense, but rather what feels right to you. You're thinking, I might look at pros and cons too, but what's most important is trusting my instinct, emotion, okay, or what's right, what's ethically in line with, okay. And then we have, what seems more logical and rational to you? You feel feelings too, but you prioritize analytical thinking that feels more precise. You're thinking, what is more true and accurate here? Or which decision-making criteria are more important to me? I think, I'm going towards the latter because I'm...
logical, rational? Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
Me too. I don't know.
We're literally Einstein.
No, we just don't. I don't have an established self that I can I bother to be like, oh, this is my true self, blah blah blah.
But also, we're literally Einstein.
That is also true. Okay, next one. What do you most love exploring? Abstract ideas. Okay, I know this one. Abstract ideas, patterns, and how things are connected. Things could be anything from technical data points to people's feelings. You're thinking, what does the future hold? What will the patterns I'm seeing lead to? How will I innovate? How are these pieces of information related? How are the different ways we could handle this? Blah, blah, blah. Next is physical sensations and experiencing the tangible world around you via your senses. That could be anything from hiking through the elements to noticing clothing trends or appreciating the delicious foods. I think we're both going abstract ideas. So I don't
probably. Abstraction is my shit.
It is your shit. You love abstracting the hose. That's why you don't get in.
Okay. What do you tend to pay more attention to? So first one, it's what's really at play behind the scenes, whether you're talking about the economy, office politics, or a person's emotions. What does all this mean? Are there hidden insights to be found here that other people miss? You're thinking, how does this fit into my goals and my clear vision for the future? Sometimes it feels like insights and epiphanies just bubble up from, oh sure, I'll trust someone else's expertise, but I'm not at all tied to it if something better comes along. Or best practices, what's been proven to work before, and what trusted experts recommend. what's safe, comfortable, and repeatable. You're thinking.
I'm going with the left one, so
you
like
get it.
I'm not. Yeah, we're
What?
going with the left one. I'm going with the left one at least.
Definitely. I mean,
We're the same, right?
we're like systematic analysis of everything that exists.
Yeah. That's
Next.
true. You finished the 4 cognitive functions. Now to approach this from a different point of view, let's find your type family. There are 4 families
God.
consisting of 4 types. Well, I don't. Okay. Oh God.
So-
Okay. So there's a traditionalist, experiencer, conceptualizer, or idealist.
Idealist like Hegel. Oh my God.
Oh my God. It's. Okay,
I'm gonna
so select up to 2. This is the first vulgar joke you've ever made on this podcast. After I already said what I jack off to.
I mean, yeah. Okay. So
That was a joke. I don't actually like feet. Maybe.
I mean,
Okay.
you make anime videos on the internet, so let's
Let's
not
move on. Okay.
I'll read 2. You'll read 2. I'll read the first one. Traditionalist: order, details, stability. You appreciate structure, security, and set procedures instead of getting lost in abstract theories and what ifs. I'm just going to read 1. You feel a strong sense of duty and service, and you feel and then you work hard and take pride in the traditionalists,
Yeah.
No, I'm not a traditionalist. No.
I'm gonna experiencer, physicality, carpe diem.
Carpe diem is it's like in that film. Carpe diem is like the main quote from that film.
What is it about?
What is the film is Dead Poet Society. That's the one.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember. You live in the moment, focusing on immediate, tangible results and having fun.
Yeah,
rather
basically
than theories
the
and
romantic.
future possibilities. Yeah. And you value personal autonomy, spontaneity. You're productive but relaxed. Okay. And then there's idealist. What about you? No, idealist.
Okay.
You read it.
Yeah. Idealist like Hegel.
Yes.
People, feelings, values. That's not Hegel. But okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's German idealism is a different thing. You're focused on helping humanity and making a better future. You have abstract or philosophical notions about ethics, authenticity, and how things should be. You love exploring feelings, values, and people, developing someone's potential tuning into your whatever. You're enthusiastic, empathetic, and passionate, and living your purpose, fighting for causes, and following your dreams and fantasies. No, I'm not that either.
Okay. Then there's conceptualizer, big picture, objective. You're objective, logical, and skeptical. You're more connected with it. You're more concerned with the big picture and the future than short-term practical details. You're competitive and autonomous and blah 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 blah. Oh God, it's kind of hard to choose.
I think I'm a big picture kind of guy.
Yeah.
I'm definitely more a big picture. I'm literally Weltgeist, so there is no other way. I'm a conceptualizer.
I'm definitely an idealist, but the other one's kind of hard. I guess a conceptualizer. But I think experiencer maybe later, or maybe the other day I'll feel like it's an experiencer. But for now, it's conceptualizer. Yeah, it's kind of bouncing between the 2 for me right now.
All right, so weakness. Right. You can read. Or is it me? I'll read. What's your biggest weakness? Think of yourself at your worst when you're feeling stressed. What do you struggle with? Since this might be difficult, you can select up to 3 that seem accurate. If none of them or all of them seem right, you can leave them blank and move on.
Let's start trauma dumping. Let's go. Yay. So.
Okay. Goddamn.
Let me just read the first. How many? There's 8, so I'll read the first 4. Hypersensitive and distrustful with feelings. You see others as weak and inferior. You distrust feelings and look down on emotional people. You are hypersensitive to criticism. Unconfident and vicious. You make sweeping, critical, and vicious judgments. You distrust others, or you conform to feel like a part of a group. You obsess over perfection and see things as black and white. Depressed and unmotivated. Oh my God. You withdraw and feel depressed, losing energy and motivation. You feel nostalgic, emotional, and like no one understands you. You decide that things need to be cleaned or reorganized, or you become a hypochondriac. Paranoid and mystical. You feel flustered and afraid of ruining relationships or losing loved ones. You're confused and paranoid. You start to see deep prophetic significance of everything. Yeah, okay. We've been going at this for 2 hours. Guys.
Okay, now it's me. Sensitive and lonely. You feel hypersensitive, unlovable, and separated from everyone. You're far more emotional than usual, either crying or yelling. You obsess over proving minor logical points. Or self-critical and judgmental. You make harsh, nitpicky judgments of others. You feel the need to take action and correct what you perceive as wrongs. You feel incompetent, but you try to bring order to the out-of-control world. Obsessed and self-indulgent. You worry that everyone is noticing something negative about you. You feel haughty, critical of others, and like the world is against you. You feel self-indulgent, seeking pleasure, reckless and fearful. You feel anxious and less tolerant of the unfamiliar. You're uncharacteristically spontaneous and reckless. You can't help but imagine all the ways that catastrophe could be right around the corner. Okay, which ones are you going for or not going for or whatever?
I don't know, man. Let's see. I'm probably going with sensitive and lonely, self-critical, judgmental, and obsessed and self-indulgent. Not depressed and unmotivated. I don't think I'm, that depressed.
I think I am definitely going for depressed and unmotivated.
Well, I feel like, feeling like nobody understands me is a kind of a,
it's
not really
cringe.
true anymore.
It's cringe, but
it's kind of cringe, yeah. It's cringe, but I am cringe.
Yes, because I am das Welt, guys. And then I'm also going for paranoid and mystical because that is very true for me as well.
Man.
And then let me see. I feel hypersensitive on. I think. No, wait. Maybe self-critical and judgmental. Probably. So yeah, I'm going for depressed and unmotivated, paranoid and mystical, and self-critical and judgmental.
Like obsessed and self-indulgent is, there's a few points, and self-critical and judgmental, there's a few points that I feel kind of iffy about, but like there's some points that like,
me too. I definitely don't agree with a lot of stuff, but I think the overall, I think they're kinda okay, I guess.
There are a few that hit really deep places. Yeah.
Last section, just to round out your results, like with a little more data. Here's short, more traditional personality tests. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
God.
Next.
Okay.
This is okay. I thought that was it.
For each of the following four questions, imagine you just got home from a long work day at work and you're feeling low on energy. What's usually the best way to get you re-energized? Go out and be around people, or get some alone time. Okay, introvert, extrovert. Okay.
Yeah, get some alone time. That's probably
alone time for me. Yeah. Which way of making decisions comes most naturally to you? Probably use both of these methods, but which one do you go first and feel is the most important to you personally? Lay out pros and cons or gut feeling. I'm going pros and cons.
Or check, me too. Check your gut feelings. That's not it. Okay, next one. I'll read.
You can read it.
I'll read. Yeah. Imagine you're walking around outside. Where does your attention tend to be focused? First, on the future or the abstract. You're focused inside your head or on ideas. On the present or past. You're focused on what's real, practical. I'm going abstract. You?
I'm going present or past. I feel like when I'm going on walking outside, it's usually present in the past. Yeah. Okay,
and then compare to other people, which one sounds more like you? Compared to other people, Oh, okay. You're decisive.
What if I know two people?
What if I know nobody? And of course, the two people are all you inside your head.
Yeah.
You're a decisive decision maker who sets specific goals and follows a plan. Or you're an indecisive overanalyzer. Yeah, I think we...
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Next.
Let's see.
Oh, that's the end.
You're all done. Yeah, it is the end. And
okay.
So it's ranked. So it's 16 times ranked from most or least likely to you. All right.
Yeah, that's why I think the Reddit MBTI folk recommended this. So
all right, what's your result, man?
What's
your
yours?
Final type?
What's yours?
INTP.
Okay, yeah, it's quite stupid. Mine also INTP.
We're the thinker. We think so much, bro.
Yeah, we're so fucking. Brain is so huge.
Send me the
it's
screenshot.
Almost as huge as my cock.
I didn't say that. I think people should normalize having a micro penis. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Send me the screenshot so we can put it on the screen for the audience to see.
Okay.
Surprise,
we should
surprise! A bunch of people talking about like Weeb Media Online are INTP people.
I
The
think
girl I
most
liked
people online
also
are,
is
like,
INTP.
Yeah.
didn't know-
Would you get second?
Second, I got ISTP.
I got ENTP.
So you're a visionary debater. Yeah, I'm not a debater, so
I'm
I got
kind of
that
a
as
debater.
third. And,
I get.
yeah.
What do you get third? We'll do first.
I got
three.
ENTP. I got third.
Oh, I got ISTP.
Oh, okay. So it's not too different. You know, just a few places around. I feel like
Yeah,
we
so
mostly have
we're literally the
generally,
same person, but like, yeah.
Yeah,
so-
we're the same person, but we're different, and we're not the same person, but yeah.
Okay,
Something
so
like that.
let's read the greatest strengths of the INTP.
We have no strength. We're depressed, and I don't know.
Amazing
greatest
thinker,
strengths.
powerful logical analysis, innovative ideas, can thoroughly solve complex. Oh my god, that's not true. Perfectionist, obsesses over details, too focused on being correct, indecisive, struggles with emotion. Too focused on being correct? What the fuck? I mean, yeah, that is kind of true, but
Yeah, for me, it's pretty true. It sometimes is towards the detriment of other people's feelings.
yeah.
Example
How much?
people, we have Bill Gates. I'm just Bill Gates, but different.
Oh my god, Bill Gates! What the fuck?
Yeah. All right, what do you want to say?
No, how much INTP are you? Like the little scale thing.
Where can you see the scale?
Yeah.
Where can you see the scale?
It's in the. I just sent you the screenshot. It's right there. Not like the scale, like the introverted, extroverted.
Okay.
You this, yeah.
My thinking is pretty much entirely introverted.
Mine as well.
My feeling is mostly extroverted, some introversion.
Mine
My-
is no introversion at all. My feeling is a little extroverted. So I basically feel a little extroverted, and otherwise I feel nothing at all.
Intuition, I'm very extroverted, but also very introverted. I'm like a pretty balanced in that.
For me,
And,
it's there is no introverted intuition for me, but a little
Oh.
like more than half extroverted intuition, and then
Okay.
sensing, it's no extroverted sensing at all, but like little, more than a little introverted sensing. It's all
Yeah,
bullshit,
something like
but
that.
kind of fun, I guess, maybe.
It's pretty fun. Yeah, and we did have many good jokes about me being a terrorist, which are jokes. Don't investigate on what I did on 2009, Minnesota, downtown, 14th Avenue. I did nothing. You kind of just paused there. You started the whole terrorist thing, okay?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
your
I
fault.
did because I wasn't joking. You're literally a terrorist. You're going to blow up the
It was
the
just a few
United
bodies. It was
Kingdom
fine.
Buckingham.
Nothing too bad. Okay, it was a few bodies. Nothing. Leave me alone. Okay, a man needs his vices. My vices are killing people.
Okay.
All right.
Whatever you say,
Ah.
terrorist.
So that's kind of our main attraction of this podcast. Do you have any other things you want to leave for the people before we wrap this thing up?
For the people, unionize and like, overthrow the government, please.
Which governments? All of them?
Everyone, everything. Actually, like, yeah, all the governments ever.
I want to say I'm a quirked up white boy with a little bit of swag. Busted down sexual style is decoded with the sauce. Okay, I just need to sing this whole thing one time throughout the video, okay? That's my entire wish. Yeah, listen to Neutral Milk Hotel. Did you know that Oh Comely was recorded in one take?
Oh,
Anyways.
comely, yeah. Absolutely.
No, not that. What is wrong with you? Yes, I talked about feet, but you're a degenerate, okay?
Well, you
So-
said oh comely, okay?
It's Oh Comely. That's how the song is called. Oh Comely by Neutral Milk Hotel
I
on
thought it was
Airplane Over the Sea.
comely.
Comely? Do you not know English, you Indian man?
Comely.
What do you
no,
mean?
Comely. Yeah, it's comely.
No, it's Comely. He sings it in the song. He says, "Oh, Comely." He sings it in the song. What is wrong with you?
Then
You
why
don't
is it
know how
not,
to.
then why is it not cum or like cam? What the fuck?
Because come, as in like COUM, COME is a word in English.
There is no
You-
cum.
you- There's no cum when the woman's around you. I'm gonna say that for sure.
Whoa, were you dead? The fuck?
Oh, comely was recorded in 1 second.
Shit.
That was fine. That was cool. That was cool. And that's it for this episode of The Pale. Oh, god damn it. This episode is fucking disaster. I've been Curious, and
I've been Gray.
we'll see y'all next time. Hopefully no hiatuses.
Yeah, hopefully Curious does not terrorist thing. Yes.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Goodbye.